Welcome back, everyone, to Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. I am your host, the Housecoat Gamer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Housecoat Gamer, you already have a Battlestar Galactica Deadlock series. Why are you doing another one? Well, to be perfectly honest, it's to bring everything up to the new standard. That standard being 1080p or bust. You might have noticed that I'm trying to get everything up to new standard. Now, Deadlock plus Broken Alliance. Because that's how I roll. And Tutorial because I don't have a choice. I'm not an idiot. Or a masochist.
After Vergon buried their nukes, the leaders of the 12 colonies promised we would never see war of that scale again. Peace would reign in our lifetime, and the lifetimes of our children. They could not have predicted the Cylon Rebellion less than 30 years later. The worst conflict in colonial history, and we are at a stalemate. No foothold gained that isn't lost again within weeks. The Jupiter Project was supposed to be our ace in the hole, the largest, most powerful Battlestars ever created. Each of the 12 colonies were promised one, in return for signing the Articles of Colonization. The first, Galactica, was Caprica's crowning glory. It went missing 2 weeks after deployment. Athena, the 5th ship to be completed, belongs to Pycon. We were days away from delivering it when we heard the news. Pycon's capital cities were devastated by Cylon assault fleets. Among them, our own colonial fleet headquarters. There was no chance to intervene. Command of Colonial Fleet has fallen to Rear Admiral Kane. Our mobile shipyard, Daedalus, has become the ad hoc fleet headquarters. As Kane's XO aboard Daedalus, you have been promoted to Operations Commander of the entire Colonial Fleet. Kane intends immediate retaliation for the attack on Pycon. The War Room awaits your arrival, Commander. Pycon's Battlestar is almost ready to deliver, but Sinan says it can't make an independent jump until the fuel lines have stabilized. Kane's orders are to jump Daedalus to Pycon with the Battlestar Athena attached ASAP. That means we have to clear the scouts here or risk telegraphing our movements to the entire Cylon fleet. I'll prep the deck crews for the jump while you deal with the toasters. Good hunting, Commander.
I do not want to deal with tutorials, but I don't exactly have a choice. Mostly because the tutorial is actually necessary for the story. As much as I would like to just skip to Scorpion Fleet shipyards for the Mark II Vipers and
to make our presence known in this war, Commander. I trust you won't need my instruction twice. Tell your ships to move full speed towards the enemy. Proceed when you're confident with your commands.
Understood.
now, I've played this enough times to know exactly what I'm doing. The game wants to put me through a stupid tutorial. On we go.
Our ships use fire control systems to automatically target and fire on any hostiles that move within range. Turrets will be less accurate the smaller or further away their target is. You can access a ship's fire control and check on its firing solutions for yourself.
Understood.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Sir, we've got a new Dratus contact. Dratus IFF confirms the contact is a Cylon corvette. Scanning for further intelligence. Understood.
These Cylon corvettes won't hold up to sustained fire. Focus your turrets on one side to punch through their armor and destroy the hull. These ships also have long-range guided munitions, useful for softening a target before closing in for the kill.
Missiles on their way.
What you got the manual?
Missiles incoming!
Commander, your ships don't seem to be performing as well as they should. They may have system damage that's been overlooked. Tell the engineering crews aboard those ships to hotfix what they can. I'll see to their comprehensive repair once you've finished with your engagement.
Yes, sir.
Optimizing firing solution.
Subsystem is back online. Yes, sir.
Get him, get him, get him!
So say we all.
Firing solution is online.
Missiles incoming!
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Yes, sir. Missiles incoming! Manticore is taking damage. On it, Commander.
Target is 45 by 99.
All hostile contacts are down. We recorded a vid feed of the battle if the commander would like to replay the fleet's performance.
No, I would not. For the simple reason that I hate Manticores. Not the general
Congratulations,
concept.
Commander. But we still have work to do.
Indeed.
Kane has got her stomping boots on. Started shelling out orders before she'd even finished sticking the Admiral pin to her jacket. She's out to prove she's ready for the top job of Colonial Fleet. Can't feel good to earn that promotion off the back of your superior's bad luck. But we've all lost someone in this war, I guess. My sister was on Galactica before it disappeared. Pycon's government is blaming Kane for not delivering Athena earlier. Both she and Sinan won't be happy until we've delivered all 12 of the Jupiters to the colonies. Well, at least we'll get to see Athena clear out some toasters before we hand her over to Pycon. Daedalus is ready to jump on your command, sir.
I really hate Manticore corvettes. See, I prefer omnidirectional firing. And these things don't exactly have big guns. Therefore,
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2.
let's get this over with as quickly as possible.
Jump complete. Dratus contacts bearing 017, Karam 021.
Pycon and the rest of the 12 colonies are watching our every move, Commander. Some would see Colonial Fleet fail. Ensure we succeed.
No pressure, sir. No pressure at all.
Fortunately for me, I have more experience than most when it comes to dealing with
Understood.
Deadlock.
Understood.
Are we just a greatest flip to them as well?
All systems are nominal.
Now,
Ships are not lifeless assets to needlessly throw at the enemy, Commander. Adjust a ship's posture to tailor the crew's tactics so that you can match whatever opposition you encounter. A defensive posture ensures the ship's defense-oriented subsystems are more efficient. Likewise, an aggressive posture will boost the ship's offensive capabilities at the expense of the ship's defenses.
IFF confirms unit is hostile. Commander, receiving word from Athena's CAG. Their alert Vipers are online and ready to return hostilities.
I hate tutorials. This should not have been a tutorial mission. This should have just been a, here, go! I'm sorry, I'm annoyed. Very annoyed. And it's not even the game's fault. Okay, it kind of is. After all, it's forcing me to do tutorial nonsense
Squadron target is confirmed.
instead of, you know,
Yes, sir.
just letting me get on with it. This should have been just a story mission. In fact, I preferred the original.
Hostile unit identified.
Escort clearance zone is active. Escort priority 1 still online.
Use squadrons to hit priority targets or defend any of our own capitals. You can recall a squadron back to its carrier if the situation begins to deteriorate.
Missiles incoming!
Come on, come on, come on!
Yes, Commander. A Battlestar is being hacked. Manticore is taking damage. System repairs underway. Manticore is taking damage.
Sustained incoming, Vector 4-5.
Commander, I've asked Sinan if there is any way we can stop those Cylon tech ships from hacking our systems, but he's being stubborn.
We've already minimized onboard networking. Your firewall should keep them out for a while. Otherwise, take the subsystem offline for repairs if they cause too much damage.
Or you can rely on the tried and tested method of shooting the Cylons down before they get the chance.
Or you just don't use wire.
Battlestars are equipped to accommodate flak ammunition. Use this to zone out fighters and incoming munitions.
Or you could just, not use wireless networking. Because that's a thing. I'm quite serious. You don't need wireless networks. Cabling works. In fact, cabling is far superior. You can't hack a closed system. Especially if you don't hook comms into it. Yeah, it's that simple. That's how the 12 colonies could have survived. Just not using wireless networks. You can't access the CMP if the if there's no way to get into the back door. Logic.
Understood. System repairs underway.
Now, I have to go kill that nemesis.
Intercepting.
Sir, PyCon Intel just confirmed that Admiral McKinley died in the attack on Fleet HQ. With Admiral Sarkis still missing aboard Galactica, Admiral Kane remains the commanding officer of Colonial Fleet.
McKinley was a good commander and a good soldier. We honor his memory today. So say we all.
So say we all.
Well, just need to get a little closer. Just a little closer. You're dead. I'm quite serious. You're about to have the hammer dropped on you, and it is not going to be nice.
Target is 87 by 34.
Reaching Vigo fuel.
I'm quite serious. If this wasn't just a game
On it,
mechanic, I'd be more than a little annoyed. The Cylons have to be something, and their shtick is electronic warfare. But it just pains me to see people not being intelligent and going, this is how we can prevent ourselves from getting screwed over. If they didn't have any wireless systems, save for communications, they'd be perfectly fine. So the comms officer is going to be a little busy. It's not like they're all... It's not like it matters. operational security is better than convenience.
Clean up order. Rally up.
Radius is cold. All hostile contacts are cleared.
If you're finished playing with Pycon's toy, I believe it's time to hand Athena over to their defense ministry.
They've already been notified, Sinan. Commander, there's something else. We're having some difficulty with Daedalus's navigation computers. It'll be easier to explain from the war room. Admiral, Commander, we have a problem. The Idris relay that we use to outsource our jump calculations is malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning. What's our effective jump distance?
It's difficult to estimate with just the onboard computers. The red line extends beyond Helios Alpha, but we'd probably need an intermediary jump to get anywhere significant outside of the system.
This is what an ambush looks like, Commander. Find us a way back to Helios Gamma immediately. I want Daedalus under the cover of Ragnar's clouds before the Cylons can attack.
Commander, we're going to need more ships. Sinan's taken up yards 1 and 2 for the Jupiter-class Battlestars, and we're only prepped to crunch Manticores right now.
The floor crews are changing their build priorities as we speak. There's no use having a half-built Battlestars if we can't defend them.
Okay, we've got the Manticore hull underway, but let's push its fit-out and training schedule forward. Your brand new Manticore is awaiting your orders, Commander. Sir, we suspect a satellite at Caprica Terminal may be the source of the Idris interference affecting our jump distance. I have the briefing packet ready. Colonial Fleet relies heavily on the Idris network. It provides access to accurate real-time locations and trajectory data of interstellar objects. The network is vital to our jump calculations. Without Idris, we can't tell if there's going to be a planet-sized inconvenience at the end of an FTL jump. We believe the Cylons are behind the interference of the Idris network and using the civilians at Caprica Terminal as a human shield. Caprica has granted us operational access to the terminal surrounds. Galactica is still MIA, so there will be no Battlestar to save the day if the Cylons do show up. To recap, we have to destroy every Cylon transmitter we find, restore the Idris relay, and jump back to Ragnar, all without causing a single civilian scratch. Just another day at the office, right, Commander? New Berserk has been deployed.
No idea how that happened, and I do not particularly care. Now, in case you are wondering, why would he pull out 2 Berserks? Well, for one, I hate Manticores. 2, carriers are needed. And during the next mission, I'm going to be spamming adamants. In fact, I'm going to have a grand total of 6 units. So, well, 6 units until I decide enough is enough and deploy my infinitely better option, the Artemis-class Battlestar. Enter Elysium. You need to learn how to use a Battlestar. Or rather, battle stars, because they're designed to work in pairs. In fact, all colonial ships are designed to work with another colonial ship of a similar design. In this case, another Artemis.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Sir, Caprica Terminal has been locked down and local forces are en route to our position. Readings indicate there's definitely a bogus transmitter in the area.
Civilian lives are of value. Their property is not. Find and destroy any relay hijacked by the Cylons.
You heard her, Commander. Go blow up somebody's satellite. Understood.
Now, I know this satellite is compromised. In fact, that satellite's compromised. That satellite's compromised. That one's compromised.
Launching alert Vipers.
The Vipers for Daedalus will remain on cap, while these will be heading for that satellite. It's about... I was very thankful that they introduced group move as a thing here.
Understood.
It's very much a time saver.
I've got a tube of firepower waiting to make a new threat.
What in the name of...
Yes, Commander.
That was a new one.
On it, Commander. Missile tubes prepped. Understood.
Squadron, on me. Check your solutions before engaging.
Yes, sir.
Are we just a jaded split to them as well?
Time to make a bunch of mama toasters cry.
Sir, new Dratus contacts. Terminal broadcast isn't expecting any arrivals, so we have to assume the jumpers are hostile.
The satellite is destroyed. We can leave Helios Alpha, correct?
Not quite yet, Admiral. Idris data is still compromised. I've got another candidate for the source of the interference, however.
Oh, it's just easier to use one of these. Now.
Understood.
Put them into an orbit. And prepare to engage the Cylons.
Yes, sir.
Now, in case you are wondering, is he going to be showing everything he does? Well, no. One, that would take forever. And I try and keep these videos as short as possible. On that note, I will be making as many fleets as possible. One to guard each colony, plus one to, well, perform the standard thing.
Understood.
Now I'm just gonna say it. Without a massive fleet cap and 10 ships plus, there's no point in fielding anything that doesn't equip Flock.
Missiles incoming! Interference is still in place, and it seems to be getting stronger. Commander, I have identified 2 more satellites showing potential interference. Understood.
Escort Clarity 4, still unlocked.
Yes, sir. So say we all. Manticore is taking damage. Yes, sir. Manticore is taking damage.
Target is 34599.
Yes, Commander. No joy, sir. Navigation data is still compromised. They must have control of the entire Idris system by now.
Not to mention, we've destroyed more Caprican infrastructure in the last few minutes than the entire Cylon fleet could on a good day.
We've wasted enough time. Commander, remove the Cylon threat from Caprica Terminal before any more lives are put at risk.
Yes, sir. On it, Commander. Understood. Yes, Commander.
I can't knock out the Cylon here.
Yes, sir.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
On it, Commander. Admiral Kane, Capricorn and Quorum representatives are on the line. They want to know about Colonial Fleet's involvement at Caprica Terminal.
Divert the calls to my office, Lieutenant. And get us out of Helios Alpha, Commander, before I am forced to ground the Daedalus for good.
Commander, before we go venturing into the cold unknown, might I suggest we update our fleet a little? I can draw up all the plans you want, but you will still need the cooperation of the colonies to turn raw materials and blueprints into a living, breathing crew aboard an operational ship. Luckily for you, Lucinda Kane is persuasive. Her recent display of force has provided us the requisitioning power needed for my Adamant-class frigates. We may as well be well defended, whatever it is you're dragging us into.
Set Condition 1 throughout the station. Fleet Group, Daedalus is under attack.
Convenient. And all this is going to do is extend the tutorial. Alright, I may as well explain my logic for things. I prefer using Battlestars. This is obvious. However, I also prefer using ships that synergize well with Battlestars. Now let's face it, the Battlestar is the ultimate combative unit. It has heavy armor, heavy guns,
Prepare to jump in
and
3,
hangar bays.
2, 1.
And the bread and butter of the Colonial Fleet is not the Adamant-class frigate, but the Artemis-class Battlestar.
Yes, sir. Launching fighters.
The Arty, haha, is the cheapest, simplest Battlestar to get your hands on. The most bare bones, as it were.
Priority 1 is in safe hands.
On it, Commander.
Now, I will be spending a great amount of time getting my hands on, well, more Battlestars. Which means I'll be skipping a lot of turns. Which means I'll be doing a lot of maintenance. But if it means that I'm able to secure the 12 colonies, so be it.
So say we all.
And if it means you guys have to deal with a bit of a lackluster experience, well, you should be well aware that I aim to win.
Incoming!
Escort clearance zone is active. Go! Go! Go!
Reservists taking damage. So say we all.
And there's only one real way to win. Lots of firepower, lots of guns.
On it, Commander.
said, the concept only really works with Battlestars. These things are... they're just crap. The only use a Manticore really has is until you can get your hands on the Artemis class.
Berserk is taking damage.
We're gonna hammer these crackers so they can't get back up.
Oh, to hell with this. This is why I prefer Battlestars. I would have killed those things by now if I wasn't limited to using these pieces of crap.
Optimizing firing solution.
Firing solution is online.
And I really just want
Taking damage.
really want to get this over
On it,
with.
Commander. Yes, sir. Berserk is taking damage. Missiles incoming!
As far as I'm concerned, the Berserk is expendable. In fact, if it's not a Battlestar, it's expendable.
Understood.
And you can see my problem.
Adjusting shot by .12. Fire!
Why I prefer the big guns of the Artemis class to the other crap of these ships. At least the Artemis can shoot back. It has all the capabilities of these pieces of crap, with far better armament. Oh, who am I kidding?
Frigate is ready for orders.
Now, I have the best...
Data from Idris, we're stuck relying on these old onboard computers to calculate our FTL jumps. Luckily, I think I've found us an out. There's an abandoned colony halfway between Alpha and Gamma that isn't registering much activity. It should be a relatively safe jump. As long as we're careful with our data, We can take the data list from there to Gamma and back home to Ragnar, hopefully without collecting any moons along the way.
Now, let's get this over with. Because as soon as I'm done with this mission, well, the next mission will be me getting my hands on a far superior warship. Now, I know I rag on about these things, but they wouldn't be utter pieces of crap if they weren't pure broadsiders. A turret or two on top would help. You know, something to spread the firepower around, instead of, here's some firepower on the broadsides. What is this? Age of Sail? It may seem kinda lazy for me just to use Battlestars and be done with it, but this is Battlestar Galactica.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Multiple contacts on Dratus, sir. Records show there hasn't been a Tauran presence out here since the war first broke. We can safely assume any Dratus contacts out there are hostile. Blast us away home, Commander. Yes, sir. Understood. Yes, Commander. Understood.
Drinks on the first nugget to lose their kill slot. I hate the quiet before the first shot.
So say we all. Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander.
Check your solutions before engaging.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostage.
So say we all. Yes, sir. Squadron target is confirmed. Yes, sir.
Squadron on me.
Thrusters nominal, RTS green. I'm good to go.
Hostile unit identified. So say we all. Fighter squadron is taking fire.
We're taking fire. Target activation is through. Give me manual controls now.
Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
It appears someone really doesn't want us leaving Helios Alpha.
On it, Commander.
Optimizing firing solutions.
Get him! Bleeding and taking a pen.
Missiles incoming! Daedalus is under attack. Understood. Daedalus is under attack.
I'm inbound on your port. Too low, sir.
They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir.
System repairs underway. So say we all.
We're gonna hammer the crap until they can't get back up.
Daedalus is taking damage. Understood.
Firing solution is online. Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
On it, Commander. Understood. Manticore is taking damage. Missiles incoming!
Switching guns.
Daedalus is taking damage. All Dratus contacts are clear. We are go to jump to Helios Gamma, sir.
I'll sleep better when I can see the Ragnar clouds again. I don't think I've had more than 4 hours of rack time since PyCon.
We aren't safe yet. I want the Daedalus in Helios Gamma before we're attacked again.
Yes, Admiral. FTL drives our spooling. Commander, we'll jump on your word.
What happened at PyCon and Caprica is unacceptable. If we're to get a handle on this war, we need offensive forces out there actively repelling these Cylon incursions. Commander, small strike groups may suffice for scouting, but to defend the colonies, we require full capital fleet groups led by officers of Colonial Fleet. I recommend you recruit experienced officers to provide strategic oversight to our fleets.
Sir, one of McKinley's officers survived the attack on PyCon. We could recruit them to help aboard Daedalus. Once an officer has been recruited, they need to be assigned to the fleet group they will oversee.
This officer is experienced enough to be promoted. Hand them their new badge, Commander. As they become more experienced, officers can choose to focus on fleet-wide tactics or bolster the strength of their personal flagship. The presence of a Colonial Fleet officer at a colony will encourage the local government to pay their Tilium stipend. We didn't create the articles just to have them ignored. Commander, it is your job to keep the Daedalus well-resourced and the 12 colonies defended. I have other business to attend to. Lieutenant Agathon will brief you when I have further commands.
And that's that. Tomorrow I begin Operation Get My Hands on the Goddamn Adamant. Artemis. Whatever. Housecoat Gaming signing off.